YouTube.com/JFreshOfficial. Our guest right now on the phone line, one of the biggest UK artists right now, looking ahead to his second major label single, destined for top 40 success, Mr. Aggro Santos. What's happening, mate?
What is going on, J Fresh, man? You cool?
I'm cool. Thank you for your time. We had a few technicals getting this interview together, but we got there in the end, so everything's crisp now.
Yeah, man.
Exactly.
How's it going?
Everything is all good. Now, let's talk to you about music. I mean, it must be a really exciting time for you. Your first single obviously went silver, high end of the charts, and we're looking ahead now to your new single, Saint or Sinner, that's dropping real soon.
Yeah, that's right, man. I mean, it's been really exciting time. Due to the success of Candy, I've been going everywhere. I've been promoting that. And I mean, now I'm just trying to do it on a bigger scale with Saint or Sinner.
The first single, like we introed, went silver, went to number 5. Were you kind of expecting that kind of success?
To be honest, I always knew it was a big tune, but I mean, sort of leading up to the release, I wasn't sure where it was going to go. Radio hadn't really jumped on it as much as I'd hoped they jumped on it. I hadn't really heard it in any clubs. But I mean, as soon as it got to number 5 in the charts, it went to A-list on Radio 1 a week later. Naturally, all the clubs started battering it, and it just grew and grew and grew, and its span went over a long time. I mean, it stayed in the top 10 for I think about 8 or 9 weeks.
Yeah.
It stayed in the top 40 for a good 13 weeks, and I think it's still in the top 100.
That's crazy success, and just another example of the strength of UK music right now. And off the back of that single, you know, you're tied up now to the Twice as Nice branding, and you're part of the biggest urban brand across the globe, really. You're tied in, you're doing the dates there. Of course, you've just come off the back of your dates with Chipmunk as well. How does it feel to be associated with these kind of brands? Because Twice as Nice, to me, when I was growing up, it was the ultimate brand. Now you're there, you're on the tour, you're doing all the gigs, you're going all over the UK.
Bro, like I said, I mean, it feels fantastic. It feels like it's been a long time coming, and it's just, with anyone, you need to work yourself to get to the point where you get like sort of these people that you used to look up to and that you still look up to wanting to work with you. I mean, with Twice as Nice, it's been good. I've done a lot of gigs for them. Not only that, I've been doing a lot with like people like Clubland around the whole of the Europe and stuff. I've been like in Cyprus and in Spain and in Portugal, and doing a lot of gigs and stuff out there. And I mean, it's just good to know that you can leave your country, you can get on a plane, you can travel 2,500 miles, and you can do your song, and you're still gonna have X amount of people still singing along.
Recently, you were down here in Bourne for the Twice as Nice event. I had a very similar conversation with Scorcher only recently about dress code, about attire. Now, there's a lot of people who come down and perform doing their own thing, but you, very smart, suited, a real kind of professional look to yourself when you perform. Is that something that just comes naturally to you? Is that something that you aim for? Is that kind of how you're packaged?
Bro, you see, with me, I mean, I'm not packaged. I just do myself, and
exactly.
I think it just boils down to the fact that I see a lot of like UK urban stars and stuff, and like that's the difference that makes us different from a lot of the people across the pond, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, I'm seeing big stars and stuff like performing tatty t-shirts and stuff, you know what I mean? And I think when you're on stage, you're selling yourself and you're entertaining somebody who is potentially gonna buy into you. And when you do little things like sort yourself out for a performance, man, it goes a long way, man. And when I'm performing, I always dress smart, not necessarily always suited, but I'll at least have a shirt on. Sometimes I'll just mix it up with like, I don't know, trousers and trainers. I'd like to be quite trendy, you know what I mean, in that sense. And I think appearance is one of the most important things, because when people see you, they're either going to be like, oh, he looks nothing like he does on TV, or they're going to be like, yeah, I saw him on, you know what I mean?
Definitely, I gotta say, it's a refreshing change. A lot of guys we see performing, you hit the nail on the head. You know what I mean? You're coming something crisp, something new, and it's just nicely positioned. I rate that, mate. I rate that.
No, definitely. You'll see guys that you watch on TV and stuff, and you'll think, raw, like, he just looks plain. You know what I mean? And I'm not about that.
That's not you. That's not you.